Hello, and welcome to episode 7 of the Work the Details Self Worth series, a space for honest growth, one conversation at a time. Today's episode is Let the Silence Teach You. Silence makes space for truth because sometimes the world has to quiet down before we can hear what really matters. We will begin here, not with solutions, but with stillness. Because silence, it's not a void, it's a voice waiting to be heard. We live in a world that never stops talking, voices overlapping, notifications nonstop. Everyone's got something to say, and somehow it all gets louder. After a while, you stop hearing yourself. You forget what peace even sounds like or what it feels like. And then silence, but not the peaceful kind, not the kind you would choose. It's the kind that shows up when something's missing. Maybe the text messages stop. Maybe the group chat fell off. Maybe the person who always checked on you just doesn't anymore. And when all that noise disappears, you're left sitting there with your thoughts, with yourself. You might start to wonder, did I do something wrong? That thought makes sense because when things suddenly go quiet, no text, no calls, no check-ins, it's easy to second guess yourself. It's easy to think, did I say too much or not say enough? Did I push them away? That's a real honest reaction to silence because silence can feel personal, like you must have done something wrong. But here's the truth. Silence doesn't always mean something's lost or ending. Sometimes it means something is shifting, something is settling, something is growing, even if you can't see it yet. We often blame ourselves when something goes quiet. It's natural. We're human. And silence, it can really mess with your head. It makes you wonder what you did to cause it, what you could have missed, what you could have done differently. But sometimes the silence others leave behind says more about them than it ever did about you. Not everyone who disappears is your fault. Not every quiet moment punishment. Because some silence, they aren't empty. They're just full. Full of things we are finally ready to hear. Full of the truth that couldn't break through when the world or your heart was too loud. Sometimes when someone exits, it's not rejection, it's divine intervention. The silence they leave behind might hurt. It might feel sharp, confusing, even unfair. But sometimes that silence, it's the most loving kind of protection. Their no, the way they left, might actually be a quiet yes to something better. Silence teaches you who's real, who shows up when there's no spotlight, who claps for you when no one's looking, who stays when there's nothing to gain. Popularity comes and goes, but presence, the kind that stays when no one's watching, that presence is real. That is about the people who see your value when there's no stage, no spotlight, just you being real and still recognize your worth. If someone's absence confuses you, consider this: silence is communication. No reply is still a reply. No message, no reach out, no effort. It all says something. Silence is a message. You don't have to decode everything, but you do need to listen to what is not being said. Some of the most powerful shifts happen quietly. The people who disappear, the habits you release, the boundaries you have quietly built. Clearing space and letting go makes room for peace. Just because peace comes with silence or feels like nothing doesn't mean it's not sacred. That urge to go back, to text, to fix it, to explain yourself one more time, it's strong. But what if silence is protecting you for your next season? You don't have to chase what chose to leave. You are allowed to let it go. Stillness is not weakness, it is wisdom. This is where the real healing begins, when you stop fighting the quiet and begin to hear what the quiet has been trying to tell you. We hear a lot about life's storms, but peace, it looks different, it feels different. Peace is calm, peace is steady, it does not shout or demand attention, it just stays. Peace allows you to slow down and feel like you can breathe again. Sometimes silence can make us question our worth. But here's the truth: you were always enough before they said it, and even if they never did. So the quiet doesn't lie. Let it be quiet, and let that quiet bring you clarity. When we stop filling the silence, it starts speaking truth and reveals what was hidden, because silence, when honored, becomes something you are finally ready to see. This has been a presentation from Work the Details. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If today's message spoke to you, visit us on social media or email at info@workthedetails.com for more tools, reflection points, free resources like our downloadable workbooks and journals. And don't forget about the rest of our 12 parts self-worth series. Also, you can follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Threads, and Facebook, all at Work the Details. Until next time, keep growing, keep listening, and keep working the details.